Marika is now 15 weeks pregnant. Her swollen belly has become a heavy burden, but she still can't afford to stop. Every few days, she must go out hunting with her family. Her large belly slows her down. The extra weight makes it harder and harder for her to keep up with the group. Today, Marika senses that something isn't right. It means her cubs will be born very soon, but giving birth in an open hunting ground is extremely dangerous. Today, Marika has to leave the pride to search for a safer, more secluded place. She reaches the edge of the territory, near a massive rock and steep cliff. This area is far from other predators. She knows there must be a hidden, secure spot here where she can give birth safely. At this point, each cub inside her weighs nearly 3 pounds. They already have the shape of young lions. Their fur is beginning to grow, and the spots on their coats will help them stay camouflaged. For about the first week after birth, they will be completely blind. Labor could begin at any moment. Marika has found the perfect location, and everything is in place. Early the next morning, 2 lion cubs are born safely. This fierce lioness now becomes a gentle mother. She continuously licks the cubs' fur, cleaning and comforting them. For now, the cubs' daily routine consists of only eating and sleeping. But Marika doesn't relax for a second. She must remain alert at all times. 3 weeks pass in the blink of an eye. The 2 cubs have grown rapidly. Their bodies have doubled in size, and they're eager to explore the outside world. This puts Marika under great pressure. Balancing care for the cubs and care for herself is difficult. At that moment, a large lioness suddenly appears in the grass. If she belonged to a rival pride, the situation would be extremely dangerous. But she isn't a stranger at all. She is Marika's mother, the cubs' grandmother. She brings along her own 3 newborn cubs. The young lions are overjoyed to meet for the first time. The grandmother has come to take them home together. Just like that, the 2 lionesses lead their 5 cubs back toward their homeland. Soon, they enter the pride's territory, but they are thirsty. They decide to introduce the cubs to the pride's water source and let them see some unfamiliar animals along the way. However, another powerful predator is nearby. It's Bahati, the leader of the pride, and the cubs' father. He slowly approaches the river to drink. The cubs have never seen such a large lion before. They want to run over and greet their father. One brave cub steps closer to Bahati. Male lions are unpredictable and rarely take part in raising cubs, even their own. Bahati's role is to provide protection for the pride. But as long as he is there, the pride remains safe, and the cubs can grow up strong and healthy. The lioness betrayed her mate and mated with a wandering male, giving birth to 4 cubs. But the wandering male abandoned them without a second thought. Without a male's protection, Callie had no choice but to bring her cubs back to the pride. But this idea carried a deadly risk. If the pride male discovered the cubs weren't his, he would kill them without hesitation. As Callie got closer to the pride, her nerves tightened with every step. Her mate, Saf, walked toward her with a dark expression, as if he had already uncovered her secret. For a betrayal like this, he would show no mercy. Callie knew in her heart that her plan to deceive him had completely fallen apart. She immediately stepped in front of Saf, trying to buy her cubs as much time as possible to escape. But at that moment, another male from the pride lunged at her as well. Facing attacks from 2 males at once, Callie had no strength left to fight back. All she could do was flee in panic toward the distance. From that moment on, she was forced into a wandering life, raising her cubs alone. The little lions followed behind her, confused and helpless. Without the pride's support, survival became their greatest challenge. The cubs were hungry and crying, and Callie, who hadn't eaten in days, was producing less and less milk. She needed to hunt immediately. Soon, 3 zebras came into view. She lowered her body quickly, creeping toward her target in complete silence. Moments later, she reached the perfect spot for an ambush. To ensure success, she didn't attack right away, but instead crouched low and waited patiently. When the zebras finally turned away, Callie burst out of the grass and launched her attack. By the time the zebra realized what was happening, it was already too late. Callie tackled it to the ground instantly. But before she could enjoy the meal, a group of unwelcome visitors appeared in the sky. Vultures couldn't steal food from a lion, but their circling gave hyenas a clear signal. Soon after, a lone hyena spotted Callie from a distance. At first, Callie didn't take it seriously, but she forgot one thing. Hyenas never fight alone. As the hyena let out its sharp calls, more and more began gathering. Even worse, they discovered the cubs hiding in a low patch of grass. Facing her longtime enemies, Callie refused to give up the kill she had just fought for. It wasn't just her own food. It meant survival for her cubs. So she charged at the hyenas without hesitation. But the hyenas were experts at stealing kills, and this was a fight she could never truly win. When Callie turned and saw her cubs stumbling out in panic, she had no choice but to abandon the fresh kill and walk away with them in defeat. Countless flies swirled above the pride, bothering every lion below. The only safe refuge from the swarm was on the thick, sturdy branches of the trees. Callie was also plagued by the flies, but would the other lions allow her to climb up and escape? Under the pride's cold, indifferent gaze, Callie bravely leapt onto a tree trunk. Only to be quickly driven off. Clearly, the pride did not welcome her. They pushed her down without hesitation. Adult lions didn't attack cubs, but the older cubs bullied her relentlessly, shoving and harassing without mercy. With no allies to protect them, Callie's cubs could only cry out for help. Callie had to be careful not to overreact. Any conflict could threaten her fragile standing in the pride, and might even get her expelled again. So she had only one choice: keep the older cubs away from the younger ones, and gently comfort her frightened little cubs. But what Callie truly needed now was respect. She had to prove she could hunt, and provide food for the pride, with no other option. Callie set out to hunt alone. Her target was a wildebeest, and she successfully brought it down. Hunting alone, she couldn't finish the kill quickly. Just as she was nearly done, the wildebeest herd returned. The surviving wildebeest fought back fiercely, and Callie faced the risk of being trampled or killed by the group. She was forced to give up, and her courage nearly cost her life. When she returned to the pride empty-handed, all they saw was failure. But for the sake of her cubs being accepted, Callie didn't give up. She headed back toward the watering hole, targeting another adult wildebeest. With bravery and determination, Callie quickly subdued the wildebeest. The lions in the trees watched her succeed, came down to join her, sharing the kill together. In the end, Callie earned the pride's forgiveness, but true safety was still out of reach. The roaming dark-maned lions had not wandered far, mating with the male lion that had just killed her cubs. Sounds absolutely unthinkable, but for her, facing a stronger male became the only way to protect her remaining cubs. She was the lion queen, Anna. Anna lived on the Ngorongoro Crater Plains with her two sisters. The three of them together ruled the land, with almost no rivals. As the eldest, Anna was now pregnant. Her mate had long left, but in a lion pride, this was normal. 3 weeks later, she gave birth to 5 cubs. If she could raise them to adulthood, their pride would grow stronger than ever. But danger never gives notice. A solitary male lion in estrus invaded their territory, his goal clear: mating. Male lions are extremely selfish killers. They kill any cubs that aren't theirs, clearing the way for their own lineage. His roar announced his arrival. The 3 sisters stood their ground, responding with a roar of their own, showing their strength. But driven by hormones, the male lion showed no fear and walked straight toward the nursery den. He would not stop until he got what he wanted. For days, he waited outside the den, hoping to starve Anna, and then kill her cubs one by one. But her sisters would not let him succeed easily. To get close to the cubs, he had to get past them first. They chose a risky strategy: distract him with playfulness and teasing. Step by step, they led the male away from the den. Anna seized the moment, carrying one cub at a time to safety. But she could only carry one at a time, leaving the others exposed. The male was momentarily captivated by the sisters' diversion until the cubs cried out, instantly bringing him back to reality. He slowly turned, heading toward the nursery den. The cubs didn't yet realize the danger that approached. Just as Anna settled the cubs, she heard their pitiful cries. She rushed to the den, fearlessly attacking a male far larger than herself. Maternal love gave her extraordinary courage and strength. Finally, the male lion was injured in his foreleg and limped away. Her 2 sisters no longer held back, launching a fierce counterattack. Faced with the enraged mother lion, he had no choice but to flee. But the damage done to the cubs was irreversible. Anna nuzzled her sister's head in thanks. It was the sisters' unity that allowed them to survive in this wild land. For cubs survived the male's attack, but the danger was far from gone. The male lion still lurked at a distance, waiting to ensure the survival of her cubs. Anna made an unimaginable decision. She resolutely approached the male lion that had killed her cubs and voluntarily mated with him, though her heart was breaking. As a mother, she had to endure the humiliation. Being in lactation, she could not conceive, so the male might accept all the remaining cubs as his own. With patience and intelligence, Anna secured the chance for her remaining cubs to live. At last, peace returned.